What's good, y'all? It's your boy Mixtape SmooVth. If you are rocking with this content, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. But today, I'm gonna hit y'all with my thoughts on his new project from Hus Kingpin and SmooVth entitled Paid in Full. Alright, so Hus Kingpin and SmooVth make up the duo known as The Connection. They are also a part of the Winners Collective. Now, these two Hempstead MCs have been collaborating since the mid 2010s, each of whom have had very prolific solo careers as well. But this new project, Paid in Full, marks their first release together since their Connect tape back in 2020. Now, with this project, Paid in Full, there is a loose theme to the album, whereby the two pay homage to that Paid in Full era, whether that be Eric B. and Rakim's classic Paid in Full album or the Paid in Full movie. It's a nod to the old New York, the late 80s and 90s NYC, where Harlem hustlers and New York City kingpins made a killing off a few blocks. You know, it just digs deep into that whole Rich Porter, AZ, and Alpo aesthetic. Now, Paid in Full contains 10 songs lasting approximately 30 minutes. It boasts features from Mav of the Cloth, Sage Infinite, Pure, and Young Old Soul. But with that being said, let me go ahead and just hit y'all with this track by track breakdown. The opener, Paid in Full, Macapella mix, samples the 5-mic mega classic beat, Paid in Full from Rakim. Of course, Macapella adjusts the beat slightly, but this is an ideal way to kick off this particular project. Hus gives us some Harlem hustling facts with Henny on the curb, January 23rd. Rich Porter got hit. Alpo died at 55, trying to live his second life. But as a whole, it's a strong opener that immediately sets the tone. It's fly, getting money music, the NYC way. Track 2, Rain, contains the classic well-known Loose Ends Can't Stop the Rain sample, famously used by Shaq and Big. Hus spits a dope verse, giving us a vivid account of his interactions with the Fiends over the years. He states, I saw a Fiend do a backflip after he smoked. You ever heard a Fiend hit a high note? I had the whole town singing like Motown. SmooVth even had a clever reference to Lamar from BMF, mentioning his trench coat. After this is Episodes, where we get a hypnotic mid-tempo beat from Giallo Point. I like the spooky nocturnal bells. It's a solid backdrop for these two to paint a picture of NYC's underworld. SmooVth talks about some ride or die girls in his past, stating she bumped early Jigga with a curvy figure. While Hus raps, see what I know is if you don't make that pussy slow drip, she ain't sitting in the crib to deal with yo shit. Hey, Hus is just putting y'all onto some game. Next is Crossfire featuring Pure, and is backed by the same sample used on Mobb Deep and Nas's It's Mine. It's another classic sample, and throughout their verses, they each repurpose some of Mobb's and Nas's bars, but they do put their own spin on them, of course. Track 5 is Iceman with Mav of the Cloth and Sage Infinite. This time the duo samples Master P's smash Bout It, or could it be that they were sampling the Dipset remix? That's possible since it's an NYC themed tape. But either way, it's a gritty posse cut where they each do their thing. Hus reminds us how deep beef can get with the following lines. Ski mask, hide the winning grin. Dudes will follow you to your floor, slide the key in, make you kneel on your feet, headshot in your suite. Track 6 is Get Money with Young Old Soul, and the sample used is Dennis Edwards' Don't Look Any Further, also heard on Junior Mafia's Get Money remix, and many more. I feel Hus really skated over this classic 80s R&B production, you know, giving us some fly, chic, and pimp-esque imagery. He states, the Siberian tiger stripe orange colored coupe, I'm looking like Kane in 92. So you gotta love the homage paid to Big Daddy Kane. Then SmooVth has some really straightforward but motivational advice with only one shot at life, don't waste it, take your time, get it right, be patient. Following this is Pandora's Box DJ Phantom Mix, and it's a heartfelt dedication to those who were dead and gone. Now the sample used here is Capone and Noriega's Live On, Live Long, off that War Report, which has one of my favorite sentimental beats from the 90s. Hus talks about the loss of his friend on "The Heights Ain't Been the Same Since My Guy Jared Died, the fur coat check fleet. He only like Mos and Kweli. He ain't fuck with that Hotep scene." Whereas SmooVth got deeply personal, reflecting on the death of his sister and how that affected him. So it was good to hear this kind of introspection from the very stoic and austere SmooVth. Immediately after is Bliss, and it samples Mobb Deep's "Back at Ya" off that Sunset Park soundtrack. On here, they are reminiscing on various shorties while also speaking on their plans for future expansion. Altogether, another solid track that I have zero issues with. Second to last song is Sound Like 1-2 mix, and it's a smooth solo set to a murky boom bap instrumental that manages to be my least favorite song. It's not bad, but I found the beat to be a bit stale. Then the project wraps up with the Hus solo Frank Matthews Part 2. We are getting an eerie, nightmarish beat, and Hus Kingpin aggressively calling out some of the rap geeks and the lames out there who are messing up the game. He also raps from the perspective of the infamous drug kingpin that got away, Mr. Frank Matthews, with "It's Huevo Gold, I'm the last real dude alive, get a look at me, cause that dude Nicky Barnes ratted over pussy." Damn, Nicky Barnes really went out on some sucker shit. So overall, we're gonna give this project a rating of a strong 3.5 to 4 mics. It kind of plays out like a mixtape in the sense that they are hopping on some nostalgic and classic samples, in a vein almost similar to what Hus did on his Threesome series. There was this summertime, getting money, getting fly, New York City quality to it overall that I dug. Now, I gotta say that the paid in full movie samples had been a bit overused in the past, which did bring my rating down a little slightly, but Hus and SmooVth did manage to put their own twist on things in an effective enough way. I also think I would have liked some back and forth action from the two. Hopefully they could incorporate that on their next collab. But at the end of the day, it was a dope release from these Hempstead hustlers whose styles complement each other well. My favorite tracks include Paid in Full, Rain, Episodes, Iceman, Pandora's Box, and Bliss. Let me know what you thought about this project in the comment section. It's your boy Mixtape SmooVth. I'm signing out, but be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to their channel. As always, it's peace and blessings. Hus Kingpin SmooVth, Paid in Full, 1.